Hey, Vancouver Vineyard Church. Just wanted to share with you this week's pastor's update. And today I actually wanted to tell you a little bit about our plan for when we start gathering again, which, as you've heard by now, hopefully, we are getting back together in person for Sunday mornings beginning July 12th at 10 a.m. And I know that there's lots of confusion or maybe some concerns about how we're going to do this in a way that is safe and that complies with all of the laws and that is still really welcoming and enjoyable. So I just wanted to share with you a little bit about what a typical Sunday morning is going to look like. Now, starting July 12th and running through the rest of the summer, we are going to have our services, our Sunday morning services are going to be all outdoors on the front lawn, at least for the foreseeable future. We're going to try to keep it all on the front lawn of the church. So here's kind of what you can expect one of those Sundays to be like. You're going to go ahead and drive on up and pull up in your car, and we're going to have a welcome table area that is right kind of at the corner where the lawn is. And at that welcome table, we are going to have masks in case you forgot to bring one. We're going to have some activity sheets for kids, and as well as a nice snack for your kiddos. And then and also we're going to have pre-poured coffee, and the pre-poured coffee will be in a cup in a lid that we've already set aside for you. We'll have some with cream, some without. Just trying to cover our bases so that all you have to do is just pick one up as you walk in. Then on the lawn, we're going to have spaces marked out, probably with hula hoops, of where a good place for your family to be able to sit so that everybody is maintaining distances from each other. So go ahead and bring like a blanket or some lawn chairs, and then look for an open space to be able to put your family for the service. We recommend trying to get there early so that we're all ready to go at 10 a.m. Our bathrooms will actually be over at the portal for the at least the beginning, and so that way we're just following the guidelines from the state, and it won't disrupt the service too much if somebody needs to go let themselves into the bathroom. Um, and then as the service is going, we're going to keep the service short, about 45 minutes to an hour tops. And that's because at this moment, kids will need to stay with their parents during the service. So we want to keep it short so that it's more family and kid friendly. And the reason for that is that even though we're starting to get some of the guidelines about, how to be able to do our worship gatherings, there still is not like clear guidelines of what kids ministry is supposed to look like. And so we're going to hold off on any kids planning until we understand exactly what that can and should look like. So at least for July 12th, plan on having your kids with you during the service, and they'll need to stay with you during the entire service, on your family's picnic blanket or staying seated. And we will provide activities for them and snacks for them to hopefully, help them get through the time together. But we're going to need kids to stay with their parents. Um, and then if you are not ready to join us again yet, because, cases are kind of going up, there's a lot of information that we're trying to process about what is happening with coronavirus right now. Not to worry, we are going to be streaming all of our services live online. So if you want to stay home, if you're more comfortable doing that, please just join us at 10 a.m. on Sunday mornings, virtually online. Now, in order for us to be able to do this, we are going to have to follow the state's rules, and there are a lot of them. And we've been working really hard to try to get everything that we need done so that we can get together. And it's important for us to remember that although these rules can be a little bit difficult or frustrating, they may make the service feel less comfortable than what was sort of our normal for so long. All that said, it's still just worth it. It's so worth it to endure just a couple of inconvenient rules for the sake of being able to be together and to worship Jesus as a church. So here are some guidelines we need for every single person to follow. Um, and if these guidelines aren't followed, unfortunately, we can be shut down as a church. That could hinder our ability to continue to meet. So we really need everybody to follow these rules. And the first rule, that is the biggest one and the most obvious one, is that everyone over the age of 5 will be required to wear a face mask during the entire service, including when we are singing. We found that it's easier to sing with sort of the surgical masks, the lighter weight ones, or if you have some kind of summertime mask that you can wear. But they do need to be on the whole time. If you forget yours, we will have a whole pile of them provided for you, so you can feel free to just take one as you come on in. We are going to need everyone to self-screen before you come, which means you're supposed to take your own temperature, make sure you don't have a fever, but basically you just need to make sure that you don't have any symptoms, that you're not showing any symptoms, and that you're feeling well enough to come and join us for church. And that includes all of your kids as well. Um, you're going to need to register for the service ahead of time. What? Soren got hurt? Okay, is he bleeding? Is he safe? Okay, I'll be in a minute. Just gotta finish this video. Soren got hurt, but he's not bleeding. It's okay, folks. Real quick, let's finish up real fast. You're going to need to register for your service for the service ahead of time on our Church Center app, or you can do it in person. We can show you how to do it. And the whole purpose for registering for the service is just simply so that we can do contact tracing. We know who was at which service in case there is any positive test. We're able to get in touch with everybody so that everybody knows whether or not they were exposed. If you need more isolated, if you're feeling a little bit vulnerable, you still want to come and participate, so you need to be a little bit more isolated, you can actually park your car along the street right out by the front lawn and just participate from your car. So if you're feeling like, I really want to be there, but I'm not comfortable being in a group of people yet, just go ahead and drive on up. We'd be happy to have you just join from your car. And then finally, the rain plan. Sometimes it rains in the Northwest. It's raining right now as I'm talking. If in the event of rain on a Sunday morning, we will plan on canceling canceling the gathering for that day, and then just live streaming the service at 10 a.m. So we will let you know on one of those Sundays by 8 a.m. if we're going to cancel our gatherings, and you can stay home and you can plan on streaming it online. So that's all I've got for what the Sunday mornings are going to look like. Please take the survey so that we can know how to better prepare for you to be able to join us. We can't wait to see you again soon. See you guys on the 12th.